Good morning everyone. Today we are going to start second chapter, parallel lines and transversal. Now you all know that if two lines are in same plane and do not intersect each other are called parallel lines. The lines in the same plane which do not intersect each other are called parallel lines. Line L and line M are parallel lines is written as line L parallel line M. This is the symbol of parallel lines. Now what is transversal? In the adjoining figure, in this figure, line L intersect line M and N. Line L, this line L is intersecting line M and line N in two distinct points that are A and B. Two distinct points. Line L is a transversal of line M and line N. This means if a line intersecting two lines at two distinct means different points, then this line is called as transversal of line M and line N. If a line intersects given two lines in two distinct points, then that line is called a transversal of those two lines. So line L here is transversal of line M and line N. Now angle made by a transversal. Suppose this is a transversal of these two lines. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 angles made by this transversal on these two lines. And these angles are grouped into different categories. Now we are going to study these categories. Corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? If the arms on the transversal of a pair of angles are in same direction and the other arms are on the same side of the transversal, then it is called a pair of corresponding angle. What it said, if the arm of the transversal of the pair of angles are in the same direction and the other arms are on the same side of the transversal, then it is called a pair of corresponding angles. For example, angle AMP and angle MNR having arms at one side or same side of the transversal, that is AMP and angle MNR are corresponding angles. Similarly, angle PMN and angle RNT are also corresponding angles. Here angle AMQ and angle MNS are corresponding angles. Now interior angles. A pair of angles which are on the same side of the transversal and inside the given lines is called a pair of interior angles. For example, this is transversal and this is same side. And if we consider angle PMN and angle MNR, these are interior angles. Similarly, if we consider angle QMN and angle MNS, these two are also interior angles. Now next is alternate angles. Pair of angles which are on the opposite side of transversal and their arms on the transversal show opposite directions is called a pair of alternate angles. Okay, now alternate angles are of two types: interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angles. For example, angle QMN and angle MNR are forming inner side, so these are interior alternate angle. Next is exterior alternate angle. Angles at the outer side of lines. Here angle AMP and angle TNS are exterior alternate angles. Now one more thing to identify interior alternate angle are they are forming figure of Z. Now let us see practice set 2.1. Our first question is, in the adjoining figure, each angle is shown by a letter. In this figure, each angle is shown by some letter. Fill in the boxes with the help of figure, corresponding angles. Now you have to write their corresponding angles. First is angle P. Angle P. Its corresponding angle is angle W. You will write angle W. Then angle Q. Angle Q. Its corresponding angle is angle X. Here R. Its corresponding angle angle Y. Then angle S. Its angle Z. Now interior alternate angles. First is angle S. Angle S. I told you, if interior alternate angle, you will see the diagram of or figure of Z. Angle S, here angle X. So angle X is there. Next angle W. Angle R. Now property of corresponding angles. Each pair of corresponding angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is of congruent angles. Congruent means their measurement is same. This is the sign of congruent. Now AMP, angle AMP and its corresponding angle AMNR are congruent. Angle AMP congruent angle MNR. Angle AMQ congruent angle MNS. These two are corresponding angles, so they are congruent. Similarly, angle PMN congruent angle RNB. Angle QMN congruent angle SNB. So our conclusion is corresponding angles are congruent. Their measurement is same. Second property, property of alternate angles. Each pair of alternate angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is of congruent angles. Alternate angles are also congruent. For example, interior alternate angles, angle PMN, PMN and angle MNS. These two angles are congruent. Similarly, QMN and angle MNR are also congruent. Now exterior alternate angles. Angle AMP. Angle AMP and its exterior alternate angle is angle SNB. These two are congruent. Angle AMQ congruent angle RNB. Now third property is property of interior angles. Each pair of interior angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal of supplementary angles. Now supplementary angles means their addition will be 180. Now interior angles, major angle PMN plus major angle MNR. These are interior angles, so their addition is 180. Major angle PMN plus major angle MNR is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, major angle QMN plus major angle MNS is equal to 180 degree. Now you know that when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the angles formed in each pair of corresponding angles are congruent, alternate angles are congruent, and interior angles are supplementary. Corresponding congruent, alternate congruent, and interior angles are supplementary. Now let us see practice set 2.2. First question is choose the correct alternative. In adjoining figure, if line M parallel to line N, and line P is a transversal, then find the value of x. You are given these interior angles 3x and x. Now you know that interior angles are supplementary. That means interior angles, if we add them, their addition will be 180 degree. As 3x and 3x and x are measurement of interior angles, therefore 3x plus x is equal to 180 degree. Here you will write interior angles are supplementary. Now let us solve this. 3x plus x, that is 4x, is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to 180 upon 4 is equal to 45 degree. Now here our option C is 45 degree, which is the correct option. Now in the adjoining figure, if line A parallel line B, line A and B are parallel and line L is a transversal, then find the value of x. Here this angle 4x and this 2x is given. So we have to find x if line A parallel line B, and this line L is their transversal. Now see here, this angle is given to you 4x and this one is 2x. I am taking some name here. I am calling this angle angle C, this angle angle D, and angle E. Okay. Now see here, this angle C and this angle D are corresponding angles, and we know that corresponding angles are congruent. So we will write angle C congruent angle D as they are corresponding angles. Next thing is, if we observe angle D and angle E, they are linear pair angles, and we know that their addition will be 180, or linear pair angles are supplementary. So angle D plus angle E is equal to 180 degree. Angle D plus angle E are 180 degree as angle of linear pair. So their addition will be 180 degree. Now as they are corresponding, therefore angle D is also 4x. Now putting the value of angle D and angle E on this equation, 4x plus 2x is equal to 180 degree. 4x plus 2x, 6x is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to 180 upon 6, which is equals to 30 degree. Therefore x is equal to 30 degree.